economía global.
Wilfred Mohr, Ambassador of Netherlands in Mexico, how are you?
Very well, thank you very much. I'm very glad that they have the opportunity to tell a little bit about the bilateral relations between the Netherlands and Mexico.
Embajador, si nos puede decir dónde nació y qué estudió.
I was born in the Netherlands, in the south, in a very small village close to Eindhoven, and I lived there for about 10 years. And then I moved with my parents abroad to Morocco for 5 years. And then I came back to the Netherlands and lived in Groningen, in the north of the Netherlands. And after graduation from my school, I studied in the same city, and I studied business economics.
¿Hace cuánto tiempo que llegó a México?
This month I have been here 3.5 months. I arrived in the end of August, and I came from the Netherlands because my previous job was in the Netherlands at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And I'm very happy to be here in Mexico. It is the first time for me to be on this side of the world, in the Western Hemisphere. I had a lot of experience and postings in Asia, but I wanted to do something different. And I asked the ministry if it was possible to come to this part of the world. And then they assigned me to become the ambassador in Mexico.
How do you feel in Mexico?
I like it a lot. I did not know Mexico. I traveled a little bit to other Latin American countries, but never to Mexico. But the first impressions are very good, despite the fact that COVID, of course, hinders us to move around freely. We have to be careful where to go. But the people are very friendly that we have met so far. The cuisine is excellent. La gastronomía mexicana es muy bien, muy rico. And we have had the opportunity to travel a little bit. I was in Oaxaca, I was in Cuernavaca, I was in Querétaro. So the first impressions are very good. We are very happy.
¿Cuál es su misión como embajador en México?
I think like every ambassador, our main task is to broaden and to deepen the relationships between Mexico and, in my case, the Netherlands. We have already a very long established relationship. I think the Netherlands was the second country that recognized Mexico when it became independent in 1821. So we have a very long relationship, and the relationship is consisting of economic part. A lot of economic Dutch companies have a presence in Mexico. We do a lot of exports as well. And on the other hand, we work together very closely with Mexico on many multilateral issues like climate, like cybersecurity, like non-proliferation, but also on human rights. So it's a very broad bilateral relationship.
Can you tell us about your country?
Yes, the Netherlands is a country in Europe. It is a bit small in size, but it's large in what we do. We have quite a lot of Dutch companies that are worldwide known: Unilever, Philips, KLM, Shell, Heineken. These are all Dutch companies that have spread around the world over the centuries and are very well known to people all over the world. We are also known for our agricultural endeavors. We are the second largest producer and exporter of horticultural products, so tomato, fruits, vegetables, these kind of things. Of course, our soccer team is also very well known in the world.
If you agree, we will see the video you have shared.
Yes, I think this video shows very much what the Netherlands is all about. We are an industrialized country with a lot of industries, but also with a lot of services. And the main theme, as is well shown in the video, is our innovation capacity and the fact that we try to be very efficient. We try to be very sustainable in all our activities. And we are as I said, a well educated people. We are also a logistical hub. A lot of companies use the port of Rotterdam and the airport of Schiphol as their main gateway to Europe, because we have logistically optimized all the possibilities for companies to spread their products not only to the Netherlands, but also to the hinterland in the rest of Europe.
How is the Netherlands-Mexico relationship?
As I said, it is a very good relationship. It's very intense because we cooperate on a large number of topics, both bilateral in the trade domain, but also in culture, but also in the multilateral domain when it comes to climate, cyberspace, human rights. So there's a lot of bilateral cooperation, not only on the governmental front, but also between companies and also people-to-people contacts. There are a lot of Dutchmen living here. Sometimes they are married to Mexicans. There are a lot of Mexicans living in the Netherlands. They work there, they enjoy their life there. They are sometimes married to Dutch women or men. And that creates a very intense and very stable and good relationship.
What are the priorities of your embassy of the Netherlands in Mexico?
Well, our priorities are to further increase the relationship between Mexico and Netherlands. And this can be done on the economic front. We have had a very successful trade relationship and a trade mission, a digital trade mission in the horticultural sector months ago. We also had a few webinars in the energy domain with Mexican and Dutch companies. But also we had a recent virtual discussion between our human rights ambassador and the subsecretaria from SRE, Mrs. Delgado, and the subsecretaria from SEGOP, Mr. Encinas. And so every month there is some kind of activity which basically underscores the good relationship between Mexico and Netherlands.
What opportunities are there in Netherlands for foreign companies?
I think the Netherlands is quite well used and quite famous for foreign companies for a number of things. First of all, we have an excellent infrastructure. Companies like that. We have a very good logistical infrastructure. So companies that establish themselves in the Netherlands use the Netherlands as a platform, as a gateway to Europe. I think Dutch people speak more than one language. So a lot of foreigners feel very welcome because Dutch people speak English, speak German, speak French. Sometimes they speak even Spanish. That is a very big asset for us. The education system is also in English, and most of it, universities, so people can study there. It is a safe country to live in.
If one person wants to work or open the company in the Netherlands, is possible?
Yes, it is still possible. We have a special agency also, the Netherlands Foreign Investment Agency. This is an agency that helps foreign companies who want to establish themselves in the Netherlands. They help them to find a location. They help them with all the legal rules, with all the fiscal rules, but also help them in finding schools and for housing for the staff. So there is a special agency for that. We can bring Mexican companies that want to establish themselves in the Netherlands in contact with this agency. They have offices all over the world. And it is still possible, despite COVID, the country is still open for business. And if companies want to establish themselves, that is still possible.
Ambassador, do you want to give a New Year's Eve message to those who are watching and listen to you?
Well, I think the most important message to give at this moment is to wish everybody a very good Christmas, but most of all to stay healthy, take care of yourselves and your families and your friends, because in these COVID times everything is a bit upside down for all of us. Hopefully the vaccines will also come quickly to Mexico and everybody can be vaccinated. And we will have a very prosperous and good 2021.
Thank you very much, Wilfred Mohr, Ambassador of Netherlands in Mexico. I hope that you have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you very much.